The next food I want to talk to you about is Stress Less. Stress Less is one of our favorite products from Petco Products in addition to the food. And I have been using this food for many years, more than 20 years. And when animals get stressed, the two main things that happen is they get a tummy ache, so they don't want to eat, and they get diarrhea, similar to humans and other animals. So what makes Stress Less important is it has some key ingredients to help put things back in place. It has whole dried chicken, so chicken is a good treat that you can use from your kitchen. It has whole dried egg. Eggs are a treat that you can use from your kitchen as well. It has sweet potato flour. The flour is important because it helps slow down the digestive tract. So the flour is a little bit more digestible than sweet potato in other forms, but the main function is to help slow down that digestive tract. It also has probiotics and dried honey. So the combination of these things tastes really good to most hedgehogs. You might get a rare hedgehog that doesn't like Stress Less, but that would be kind of like a child that doesn't like pizza. Most kids like pizza, most hedgehogs like Stress Less. So we use Stress Less as an emergency. If we're having a hedgehog that's not eating, I sprinkle it on their food. If that doesn't work, then I take it up another step. I take the Stress Less and I mix it with a little bit of olive oil or water to make a paste, and then I wipe it on the hedgehog. Hopefully the hedgehog gets annoyed, licks it off, and then that will help jumpstart their digestive tract and get them to be eating again. If your hedgehog doesn't lick off and start eating, you want to get to a vet pretty soon because something's going on. If you have a sick or ailing hedgehog, Stress Less is also good to mix with some bone broth or water, something like that, and syringe feed it. So you can syringe sick and ailing hedgehogs. You can wipe it on them in a paste form, and you can tempt their taste buds and help their tummy all at the same time. We like to make super treats. Insects are also an important part of hedgehogs' diet. It's a bulk of their diet in the wild. We use freeze-dried insects because we have so many animals. It's mostly practical. And a lot of our customers don't want to do live simply from the ick factor. So we do sell a variety of insects. We have black soldier fly larvae. We have mealworms. We have freeze-dried crickets. And we have a insect medley. The insect medley has shrimp. It has mealworms, black soldier fly larvae, and darkling beetles. The shrimp and darkling beetles have a lot of chitin, and those two are used a lot in pet foods to give extra natural chitin fiber for their hedgehogs. So if you have a fish allergy, I do want to make you aware that it does have shrimp in it. The darkling beetles and the shrimp are probably the more nutritious beetle carcasses, but sometimes the hedgehogs really don't care for those two things. So what I like to do is I personally like to mix the insect medley and the black soldier fly larvae together. I like to have extra soldier fly larvae in the mix because the soldier fly larvae is higher in calcium, it's easier to digest than mealworms, and they tend to like the taste of it. So there's a lot of nutrition in the black soldier fly larvae, especially for babies and for nursing mamas. So that's part of my plan, is mixing these two together. Some people do like mealworms. I personally like mealworms better in the live version if they're coated with a calcium powder to help balance out that calcium and phosphorus ratio. But you can also do crickets. Crickets are hit and miss with your hedgehogs, but they're also an extra good source of nutrients. So what I like to do is mix my bugs together and then powder coat with Stress Less. That makes a super treat. Some of my hedgehogs get to be a little sneaky and they lick the Stress Less off their bugs. You'll have that sometimes. But then, or if the hedgehog isn't eating, I'll put more Stress Less on it and try to recycle the bugs. But sometimes they just refuse. Again, you will have some hedgehogs that are different than all other hedgehogs, or the majority of hedgehogs. So that in a nutshell is what we do with our bugs. And we typically give the hedgehogs their bugs every day with young babies and mamas, but just about every other day for our other hedgehogs. On the other days, the opposite days of the bugs, we also like to give nutritious treats, which I'll talk about next.